The land actually belonged to my grandmother. I just happened to be doing some searching on the internet, and I found home builders in this state, and the first one that popped up was Mitchell Homes.
Meeting them gave us so much confidence that we didn't even have second thoughts about a dream home. I mean, this home is something that I dreamed about but never thought it'd become a reality. But Mitchell Homes, they made it my dream house that I'm living in. I can't believe it.
No money down, and they helped us arrange the financing. I mean, the house looks perfect where it is. I mean, it's like it was made for that lot.
I trusted them completely. They were just all wonderful. But to see that house when we first came, it was like, wow.
They did a great job.
They did a marvelous job.
It was a piece of property that my husband inherited, and we deeded it to my son so that we could build a house there for him. Their process seemed way more difficult in terms of the burden on the homeowner, whereas Mitchell just made it much easier. They walked me through the process, and that was the best part. They were very professional. I felt like I was in the hands of professionals. They just made it easy. I have been around home builders, and I have seen homes in the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I don't think are as well built as this home.
Before building the home, when me and my wife were in the process of moving back to Virginia, and had already excavated it, cleared the house site for the most part, and have it well and septic in at that point. So we were pretty much prepared for the build when we started talking to Mitchell Homes. At the time, had a home still for sale down in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and was having a hard time selling it. And Mitchell Homes really came in handy with that because we didn't have to have any money down. So we actually built the house with no money down because we didn't have any money down, actually, because we had not sold our other house yet. No money down, the fact that they funded it to the end as well, we didn't have to have a construction loan either, which helped us out a tremendous amount as well. I've never talked to another company that do what Mitchell Homes does, actually. I actually talked to 2 local builders that was pretty close in comparison to price. Ultimately, Mitchell Homes was cheaper and made it real easy. You know, and before building a house, because I'd never built a house before, I'd always bought homes. And I always heard that building a house was a nightmare. It was just the opposite, as far as I'm concerned, with Mitchell. I had a great experience with it, actually. A great portion of it was that they did pay the closing cost and the step-by-step process, and no money down, and that's really what helped us out a tremendous amount. Yeah, I would recommend Mitchell Homes to anybody.
When I went looking for land, I went looking for land to build a home on it. Going online on the website and reading about Mitchell Homes and how they do things and whatnot, I thought that might have been a good way, but of course, you know, you try other avenues, but in the end, it worked out as for Mitchell Homes being the best route for me in getting my home built. I was assured that Mitchell Homes was the best way for me to go, and Mitchell Homes saved me money. So through all that process, when it all boiled down to the end, Mitchell Homes was my final choice. I heard, why are you trying to build a house and the economy is like it is? I said, because I'm trusting God, because God led me this way. I researched the website. I read about it, and the plan that Mitchell Homes has, the layout that they have, it couldn't work no other way. I mean, not for me. It might work some other way for somebody else, but not for me, and it's still working out. My home is, I mean, every day I go through it, I'm like, Lord, thank you. I mean, I walk through the kitchen, I'm grinning. I'm walking through the dining room, I'm grinning. When I'm pulling up in the driveway, I mean, I love everything about it. Other than I thank Mitchell Homes for making my dream come true.
I just was tired of living in the city. I needed to get out, but for what the other builders were offering in these subdivisions, the cookie cutter subdivision, these pop-up subdivisions. I mean, I wasn't really into that. I wanted to get, 4 or 5 acres and then build a house. But like I said before, there was no options. There wasn't really anybody that would come out that far. If I go to a subdivision, they say, I'd like to have that house, but on my property. Well, we don't drive out that far. And with Mitchell Homes, I mean, they met every need I had. And for someone that is looking to go that avenue instead of buying a house that's already built, if you're looking at getting out there, just hunker down, save some money, buy some property, and then Mitchell Homes will take care of the rest. I mean, like I said, by the time you start is like $100 down payment, and then typically about 4 or 5 months the house is built, and then once you give the keys, then you don't have to pay your mortgage for another 2 more months when you close. So you've got like a 7-month gap where you can actually save a little bit more money and either put it into some upgrades in the house, or start saving for your first mortgage payment, which is the way Mitchell Homes has it. I mean, the pretty reasonable prices on the houses, I think, compared to what you get out there. It's an easy transition. You look at your plans, you can customize what you like, you pay $100, and 4 or 5 months later, boom, you got a house. And then you have to pay no construction costs, no construction loans, and they pay the closing costs. So it's a win-win-win situation, I think. And I mean, there's really not much more to say other than that, is that it's been a good process. And I mean, do your research, look it up. I mean, it's a good quality product, American made, on time, on budget, and the end result is awesome.